3, 2, 1.
Let's get ready to listen / watch visually if you're on YouTube to the one and only Lone Wolf Podcast.
Fucked up in the crew, she got a big body, BBW, yeah, her OnlyFans has been popping.
This ain't a Christian podcast, my man. Praise the Lord.
He's got on like a priest's robe.
Why do you love God? Okay.
I mean, technically, we did talk about Christianity on the last pod. My man was gonna be a minister, you know. But at the same time, you know,
Keep people on their toes. What's this
Keep 'em on their
podcast
toes.
actually about?
it ranges, you know.
Why
But
start the episode off as an atheist and as a believer?
Yeah, having a debate. Dude, let me be an atheist.
I do want to start having debates type shit on the pod, like just. It's gonna be funny, and there's this whole idea I got of court of public opinion, where I'll have like a comedian as a judge, and then people come in and argue like a case like Indies versus Kings type shit. You gotta bring in evidence, be like, I went to Indies last.
Q-Smoke pulling up with
Yeah.
in the Indies box right now.
Like, bro, look how dry this chicken was, bro. They losing.
Just like on a PowerPoint.
Yeah, I do like that.
That's funny.
We had a PowerPoint party during the pandemic. Maybe after the pandemic. We'll say
Yeah,
that.
we all did like
PowerPoint
presentations.
party?
Yeah, we like all pulled up and everyone had like their own presentation they had to give
What was yours?
about myself. It was very narcissistic.
Oh
It
shit.
was like,
I'm
my
gonna
name's
talk
Mark.
about
This is
me.
what I like.
At a party
Because
where
it was a bunch of
everybody already
strangers.
knows.
It was a bunch
Oh,
of like
shit.
strangers. So I was like, here's me. And you did like a president or something?
Yeah, it was why William Howard Taft was the coolest president.
Taft was the coolest
It's
president.
because he was the fattest nigga that we got.
Like
Like he had to have a customized bathtub
Oh.
type fat.
Shout out to what was his name, McKinney though. Dude walked up to him and smoked him in the line. Like that was one of the first assassinations attempts I learned about. They was like, bro was trying to become president. Dude just came up. You know they do meet and greets. It's like the homie met Bernie Sanders one time. He came to Bowling Green when we was at WKU. And fucking, I was like, bro, it's kind of wild they still handshake with motherfuckers and shit because what if somebody just like sleeps on one time? Type shit.
We went through like a whole like generation of just assassinations. Like it kind of
That's
thank God it
true.
stopped, but it was just like boom, 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 boom.
True that.
Like, the 60s and 70s were like, whoa, let's get crazy. Let's get rocky.
What was the most recent one?
Okay, let's intro this thing.
yeah.
We've been going, man. We gonna use all of that. We're using all of that shit. We're setting vibes in here, man. But this is your host, Lone Wolf, man. This is the Lone Wolf Podcast, episode number 8, I think it is. I think it's 8. But yeah, I'm here with WhyDoms. I'm here with Mark over here to the left, and I'm here with Doms to the right, and they're gonna battle it out. We're gonna argue pro-Israel, pro-Hamas. We're gonna do this whole thing right here live on Wolves TV. Nah, but man, I appreciate y'all coming in, bro. It's been a little bit of.
I was so terrified for a second.
It's
How
like,
you bait people to get on the show.
I didn't
think
prep
it's gonna
you.
Be some promo, then you get there and you talk about the real.
yeah, we're not talking about none of your music. I want to hear what do you feel about Lebanon.
I am uneducated, bro. I
True
really
that.
don't know. All I know is the whole like the music festival, and there's people parachuting in, shooting people, and then next
That's
thing you know,
crazy.
you see like thousands of people getting murdered. So I really don't. There's been beef for a while, I from what I've learned, but I don't know what.
True.
happened for real.
Well, I think you should do some more research.
I should
Really
educate
get into it,
myself.
yeah.
You're right.
Deep
But
into
Yeah.
it's crazy. Like, could you imagine that shit happen here? Go to Flog and all, you're like, hey, what's that?
Yeah,
Dude with an
that's
AR-15 starts sniping.
True that. We ain't gonna go to the serious route.
He was ready for it.
But I know you was ready for it. We do want to send our condolences to the loss, you know, different things like that. But I do want to get into y'all, man. Like, I see you got the Sky WhyDoms merch on. How did that come about?
Oh, Rocket, man, he's the homie. I'm sure everybody probably knows Made for Souls at this point. But
Made for Souls.
I think it originally was I wanted to do the Sky mic, and so linked up with him, and I was very anxious, like, going into it. Like, I even told him, I was like, I don't know if it's the lights cutting on or what, like the little ring light, but I was like, I'm normally not this, like, nervous, and knocked it out, boom, boom, and then he's just real cool peoples, and he came out and did a little pop-up with his merch, and he designed us 2 shirts for the first show we did at Kaiju.
That's hard. Everybody done went through kaiju. You know, that's
It was
the
a cool spot.
community horror right there. I love kaiju. A lot of great shows went down. I seen your Sky Mike. That shit was crazy, bro. How did you feel doing that shit?
See, I actually thought it was weak. 'Cause
Everybody thinks their freestyles is weak,
Well,
but
it's
like,
just, it
I was like, I'm interested now.
It was cool, but like I don't know. I feel like I could have done it better, and I was also nervous. Like, it was the first thing I ever did with like professional lighting and like camera work.
I guess
was
everybody
like,
shook
You feel
up.
like if I wasn't there, you wouldn't feel as.
No, I think you probably made it better. Like that you showed up. It was like, "Here, my dad's here now." Like, I can do this.
You're his thunder buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he pulled up. He was like, he's in the back, like, yes. And I was
You
like,
know that video of that dude performing, his buddy's like,
yeah, the
mm.
Tupac.
I was him.
Oh shit, bro! Like I was listening to a lot of y'all shit on the way here and when I was, doing my little research. But tell me about a couple of these songs I'm gonna name. Okay. How you felt when you recorded them and what headspace you was in. So Glocky Forever.
Oh, that's a fun one. We made that in Colorado, 2021. And the song, it's in the title, so you're like, oh, it's probably about a gun. But it's our buddy. He used to rap with us.
He went by Glocky.
Yeah, he went by Glock Lesnar. We called him Glocky. He goes
Ooh,
by
that's
too.
hard.
But bro's like one of our best friends. Never misses a show, and is like always joking like, oh, I might rap again one day. But so we were just kind of messing around on that little Always Sunny sample, and it was like, oh.
Well, plus I think we already had because we made a couple songs that were just us making music because that's what we do, and they were kind of aggressive bangers, and like it was maybe getting some anger out, but also having fun. And I think we already had this mission of like, let's just make bangers, like let's make songs that are gonna be fun to perform. In your face, we just make that. Yeah.
Something like good old fashioned raps.
Oh yeah.
So like,
about that.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
It looked like a younger you in the photo right there.
Was.
So I'm like, I bet he ain't listening to this shit no more.
No.
Cause I don't listen to a lot of my older shit. But how was that like an experience for you? And who was dude in the photo? What the fuck was y'all doing? Where was y'all at?
That's the homie Jeff Clancy. Shout out BB and everybody. We all went to high school. He just had twins. We're a real good friend. We went to.
Yeah, that's my bro.
My dad's got a lake house at Lake of the Ozarks, like 3 hours outside of St. Louis. And so we were getting ready to go to Bonnaroo that year for the first time as a big group, and it gotten canceled. And so my dad clutched out and was like, y'all can go to the lake house. And we was on the boat.
Yes, we did all of our drugs. We were going to do a Bonnaroo at the lake house. Yeah.
Like, it was a nice little bit.
But it was
fun.
Yeah.
It was a fun time, man. But yeah, we was on the boat. I think one of the homies was driving because I was under the influence, and we had hit a wave, and that's where you got that angle of me. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm saying, shit. Like, there's some pictures being taken.
So ZZZZZ.
Yeah.
How was recording that? Cause that's a bop right there too. We might get that performance later on today with that if y'all want to see some shit like that. But how was that, man? Like in the studio, was y'all in the studio together doing that shit?
Yeah, we record all of like our stuff together in a home studio. Like it's moved around over the years because we move all the time. But it's like I think that was at my apartment now.
We've been working on this album called Say Something Else, and we were pretty much almost done with it, but we got to the point of like, we want to work with like an engineer. We want to work, not per se like a real studio, but like something that's unfamiliar to us. Mm-hmm. We've already got everything written out, so it's just a matter of like re-recording it, but we were just kind of messing around on these beats, and I think Jordan Brooks is rapped on the same beat too, which is
shout out to Jordan Flare app.
On another of the same beat too, so it's kind of like a mutual. We got that mutual ear. But
so who's CMW Beats?
A YouTube producer.
Yeah.
We found.
YouTube producer.
He makes all his visuals, super dope. Dude.
Yeah, he's super dope. And
gave us a little pack for the low, and it was just kind of like a detour, kind of like a little appetizer before the entree,
Oh yeah, he made an intermission on BANAM.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's how we found him.
Yeah, beating a nigga ass music. That shit was hard, boy. I was literally gonna be like, so do you say what the agreement? Do you just say BANAM? You be saying beating a nigga ass music.
When you hear it in the album, that's always
the intro. Who did the intro, bro? Who did the boxing intro?
Yeah, that was you.
That was you.
So we were playing with. We had made half the album in Colorado, then we'd moved back to Louisville, and we wanted to finish it and like flesh it out. I think we wanted it to be like a double album, but it's with the skits and everything. It's like 18
it was
tracks.
like 18 motherfucking tracks.
We came up with the idea of having it be like that boxing theme, like me versus him, the Bluegrass Bruiser and the Louisville.
That shit was hilarious, bro.
So we were recording at my crib. It's now my son's room, but we were recording in there. I was just screaming, "Get ready!" to do my best Bruce Buffer impression. A lot of screaming. After we made that, I was like, all right, we gotta make some soulful rap music again.
That's the next shit.
People probably scared.
Yeah, true. If you could do like a quick Lone Wolf podcast, Bruce Buffer introduction right here. We're gonna give you a countdown. 3, 2, 1.
Let's get ready to listen / watch visually if you're on YouTube to the one and only Lone Wolf Podcast. It's all about the angle of your mouth.
The angle, we are not going to comment on that one. The angle of your mouth. We're going to go right into T-shirt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's one of my faves.
Yeah, it's so good.
That's probably my favorite track by y'all. Besides Disease and Demons, I'd say T-shirt and Glocky Forever was like.
T-shirt was a fun
We
one.
got to perform
them is
that
4.
one live more. We haven't performed it in a while.
I don't think we've ever been like that lit after we made a song. Like T-shirt was like everybody in the house. Like usually it's like they're used to screaming, but like we were living with like 4 other people, and they were all lit with us when we were making
like
this.
one
And
by
we went
one.
straight to the
What are y'all
car, like
cooking
did the
up?
car test. We like, oh, it's so dope. It was such a good song.
That is crazy, bro. The car test is where you get everything.
Essential.
Like the bigs can lie to you sometime when you hear it in the
For sure, they
studio.
make everything sound good,
You go to the car, you be like, hold
Shooting
on.
JBL so I can
Yeah, type shit. But I've been seeing that y'all release a lot of your shit through like Bandcamp. So how has that been, as trying to be like independent, going through like a Bandcamp direct to consumer rather than using a DSP? Like, has that been more beneficial for y'all?
I think it's more okay. So with BANAM, we had met with some people that were like, "This is a cool idea. We want to help you, try to get you to that next level." So we kind of ended up hating it like as we were getting ready to put it out. So I just was like, I'm gonna put it out on my birthday on Bandcamp just because like I didn't want to step on nobody's toes, but at the same time I was like, we worked on this album for over a year,
Almost, 2 years
across the
almost.
country. So I was like, I had heard about Bandcamp for a little bit. I listened to a couple like rock bands through them, and see Alan Weiss puts his stuff up on there, and I was like, that's the perfect way to do it. Like if you really want to get paid for the music, not just streaming wise. So we've kind of looked at it as like, if you want to hear it early, put it on Bandcamp, and then maybe like a month later down the road it'll be everywhere.
Yeah.
But for the most part, I just look at it as like it's another Apple Music, it's another Spotify, it's another social media
With like
platform.
integrity. Yeah.
But now that Epic Games has bought it, who knows what it's
Yeah, that's a
gonna be.
wild acquisition.
Yeah.
That's so wild.
What type of shit is that though? But I mean, the gaming space, they make a lot of money, and they got to be getting into streaming somehow. Just like I seen Spotify was getting in with Instagram, to where they're about to start allowing Spotify playlist on Instagram's platform type shit.
Are you a Spotify or Apple Music guy?
I would say more so Apple Music.
Me too.
But then again, like, I know Spotify, in the beginning it seemed like the fucking pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, but now it's more so like, damn, bro, we ain't getting paid shit for real.
Yeah.
So it's like,
They got the recap, which is cool. Like, at the end of the year, they show you all the
that's
stuff.
everybody wants to post
Yeah.
that,
I'm like,
but
you
it's
almost
like,
had that.
you made $48 for the year. We all see it.
You could go out to
It's good for
McDonald's
stats, like to build your
yeah.
ads type shit, because you know who's streaming and what. But
You can plug shows, you can plug merch, so they've got more than just like, I feel like what Apple has to offer.
for sure.
But for some reason, I've just been loyal to Steve Jobs. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P.
I've been looking at something called Sound Boom or like Tune Boom or something like that. But like it's just basically like Bandcamp. They can preview the song and everything too. But it also connects to like your Shopify store and shit like that.
Okay, that's cool.
So instead of like people going through Amazon Music to where you trying to sell on there, you can't even play the song preview or nothing. And I'm not really sure how it goes to your phone when you download it type shit, or if you just gotta stream it on
Somebody hit me and was
email.
like, are y'all on YouTube Music? I was like, I didn't even know there was a YouTube Music.
Yeah, YouTube Music, the same thing. Like,
I know Tidal, SoundCloud, Apple, Spotify, Bandcamp.
see on the
Really
DSPs, bro, it's like when you click and upload, it'll say, do you want to upload to these 20 different things? Fucking Deezer and some shit in Russia.
Napster.
Yeah,
Like,
you
Napster's still
Napster?
around?
All right.
wherever people was I seen my shit on like some fucking like Cambodian looking website. I didn't know what language it was, but like it had the music. I'm like, somebody fucks with it.
He was popping in Cambodia. You didn't even know. There's this
Hell
one
yeah.
dude who did that. Like he was super huge in a certain country and he didn't know it until like he was like almost dead. And then he just went and did a tour there. And like he lived
That's
the
why
rest of
I'm
his
trying.
life there.
If they didn't start a war, I was trying to go to Russia because Russia is the #1 streaming for me and shit.
Oh, wow.
Like,
damn,
so,
that's dope.
hell yes. But it's like, as soon as I was like, yeah, Russia, they went to fucking war. And I'm
You
like,
might not
nah,
know,
I
you
can't
might
even
have
do
the
that.
Ukrainian anthem of the year right now.
You never know, bro. I wouldn't be mad at that. That would kind of be hard.
No, that would
But,
definitely be hard.
so let me get like a background on each one of y'all. Like, when did y'all meet each other? How long have y'all known each other? Are y'all family? Or y'all just like long-term friends?
I mean, this is my brother.
Biological brother. We're twins, actually.
Yeah, we're twins. Yeah.
Fraternal?
No,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was about to say, because one looks better than the other. I won't say who. You.
Bro, I can't grow a beard with shit. Come on now.
It reminds me of Rory a little bit from the Joe Budden
I'm
podcast.
just like inflated. Like if Rory like
Yeah.
had a problem with like.
You remind me
diabetes.
of like Action Bronson, but with like.
Yeah, I would say a
I'll take
cleaner
that.
Action
Yeah, when I
Bronson.
shave my head, yeah.
Yeah.
Like you could show him around your girl's family.
A good little wrestling duo right here. I don't know about singlets, but y'all be a cool little wrestler. Yeah.
Yeah, we almost had a song that was like Dudley Boys or something like that. Yeah,
Dudleys versus Hardys.
dude, we get dressed like them for headliners too.
That'd be kind of hard.
Yeah.
So,
We met in
yeah.
We met what, high school, sophomore year, or junior year?
No, it was sophomore year, but we didn't really talk.
We were
you were like,
kinda-
man, fuck you, you bitch, you had nerd looking ass. So I was like, all right.
Uh,
And then junior year, you're like, well, you live close and you smoke. So.
Yeah, we pretty like we were cool.
weed
in
brings
school.
everybody together.
And then like junior year, we were getting closer, and then like one day I was out smoking, and I just saw him walking in the neighborhood, and I was like, Mark. And he looked over like, yo, I'm on the way to work. And so then I just started, start picking him up, going to school, and we found out how close we lived, and then he's watched NWA.
I watched Straight Outta Compton, bro.
Yeah,
I was
and he
like,
was
this is
like,
fire.
rap is awesome. And so I put him on like,
It's so
bro,
cool.
when y'all
Suicide
graduate?
Boy,
When y'all
2016.
2016. Okay,
Yeah.
so 3 years after me. So y'all ain't that young.
No.
So I'm
No,
like,
yeah,
straight
my
out of
headline
Compton
was
put
just
you on the rap music, or you was already on it?
Well, like, I would hear, like, the hits in my mom's car, because my dad raised me on, like, 60s,
Okay.
70s, 80s music only. Like, I had wood paneling in my room, shag carpet, it was
A
super,
little bit
like,
of
retro
Led
vibes.
Zeppelin,
Yeah,
some-
shit like that. And then, like, I would go to my mom's and hear, like, Pitbull and Flo Rida. But then once I got to high school...
That's a hell
That's a gateway drug.
Yeah, it was wild. But no, then like I would hang around Jeff and he showed me like Kendrick Lamar, and then you showed me like certain artists, like I mean Travis Scott at the time, and like Kanye West. That you put me onto a lot of music I've missed.
That Life
And then
of
I saw
Pablo
Straight Outta
era.
Compton, and I had a
Yeah,
high school
yeah.
teacher, Mr. Kathy. He was at PRP. I don't know why. I feel like you knew him. I was like, oh,
Yeah,
Mr.
you know
Kathy,
Mr.
you know,
Kathy.
yeah,
I
yeah,
hated
yeah.
Taught English.
I went to DOS.
I had
PRP
PRPs.
more.
No, but like he
Fucking
put me
hated
on to
it.
the Tupac and old school shit. So then I got into the old school hip hop, and then he showed me like, hey, this is what's going on now. And that's how we got into
You
it.
kind of went about it chronologically.
Yeah, in a
Like,
weird way.
One week you'd be like, oh, I'm real big into Ice Cube, and the next week you'd be like, have you heard this
Bro,
Easy E verse?
Have you heard this verse that came out
Yeah.
'97?
He was born, and then just
You were
gradually.
no Vaseline.
But those kind of turned into like hip hop purists because they
Yeah.
get it without bias, without like regional differences. It's like if you introduce somebody to hip hop in 2023, you know, I could, man, you need to
turn
hear
that shit off.
My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, and you ain't heard the Black Album by Jay-Z,
There's so much.
Lil Wayne, Carter 2,
think
Carter
that you're
1,
right, bro.
No Ceilings. You ain't heard No Ceilings?
Right.
Like, you can lead people down the right path so they can just skip all the bullshit. So,
Yeah.
like, tell me an album from each one of y'all that, like, made you want to get into making rap music.
Probably like, well, Life of Pablo was like a really good album for me. It was just so dope and so like experimental. But I'd say like Saturation by Brockhampton. That's when I was like, oh, I can do this serious. I can be
Brockhampton.
a bedroom artist. Like I can do like a lot more with the shit I have, if that makes sense.
I feel like mine was T-Pap.
Yeah.
Like To Pimp a Butterfly. I feel like it came out, 2015? It was around that same time.
Roughly at the time.
But it really wasn't like a album low key. It was like an older dude from our school. Was like, I'm dropping a mixtape. And I was like, oh, I could do that. So with my Christmas money one year, bought a little snowball mic, and I already had a MacBook, GarageBand on there, pop filter, and just set up shop in my closet and drop
Bro,
a
I
little
thought he was
tape.
so cool. I was like, dude, he's making
Well, so I put out my first project 2015 in honor of my late granny, and then like that senior year going into high school, we was like, let's make a mixtape.
Yeah, we would freestyle in the car on the way to school.
Yeah.
Like we would smoke up. We'd smoke so much before school like idiots, and then we would just chop it up.
That's
history
dope.
class first period loaded.
No, I had 8 periods, so I just had to sleep. I just got
I was jealous.
go back to sleep.
I remember one day, like, the teacher was like just gave you that look, like, you know how, like, they know, and I got that look, and I was like, oh, shit.
That you smoked 2 blunts at 7 a.m. look.
Yeah.
See, I ain't even smoked till college. It was wild. Like I smoked when I was 12 for the first time,
Oh, wow.
but like I didn't smoke again till I was 17. And then it was just like, whatever. I didn't really like, I wasn't against it, but I wasn't for it.
Yeah.
It just kind of just like, motherfuckers was passing it.
yeah.
And I was just like, yeah, I hit it. And I was like, this kind of feels all right. And then next thing you know, you deep into it. Yeah, bro, because you kind of experience it a little bit different. Like being 13, 14 in high school smoking, I don't really know if I could have did that. Because it's like, I wanted to play sports and shit. Did y'all play sports of any
I
kind?
played soccer for a little bit.
Soccer.
I was on quick recall team.
I was
Quick
on the
recall.
Academic team.
That's hard as hell, though. I don't even know.
Hitting that buzzer
As soon as I got
fast.
to high school, I was like, I'm not smart enough. So I stopped.
Oh, hell.
Damn. It's like being on debate team or some shit.
yeah.
You got to be good.
Beta
See?
club. Like, what is that?
Everybody was the shit in middle school and high school coming around. They was like, nah, I don't.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like, I remember going into high school the freshman year, I was like, I'm not going to do band. I'm not going to be in band. And then sophomore year, I was like, I miss band. So I went to try band, and I was in there with a bunch of, like, real talented young kids. And I was like,
I mean, shout out Mr. Gregory, but I got trapped in band for 3 years in middle school. Like, bro, all right, I'm going to give y'all the rundown. Yes, bro. I went in there. I'm like, I'm about to play the drums. It's going to be lit. He was like, he straight up said, nah, bro, your lips is kind of big. Like, you should play the tuba. I was like, the tuba? He was like, yeah, play the tuba. White dude. I was like, bro, I ended up playing tuba for 3 years in baritone and shit. I'm like, nah, bro. Yeah, grooming a nigga by his lips. I ain't gonna do that to you, Mr. Gregory. I ain't gonna do that to you, bro. But it was fucked up. You never tell a kid because his lips is big, he can't bleed. He didn't even let me try out the drums. I'm like, but my hands, what if my hands is fast?
He doesn't know.
I'm like, Nick Cannon.
But the sad thing is I was good at it. That's what was crazy. I'm
I
like,
was trying to build the best middle school band.
I told you them lips was great for blowing. I'm like,
First chair
fuck
just because them lips.
But then I got to high school, bro. I said same shit you was on. I was like, bro, I'm not getting in band. They not fooling me for 4 more years. Like, it's bitches now. We like bitches now.
Dressed up as a gladiator.
Yeah, bro. And I hate it, bro, because, see, in middle school, I took, like, a connector bus. Like, our fucking shit was a compound, so I rode a high school bus in the morning and then got onto a middle school bus. Bro, I'm getting on that motherfucker with a big-ass baritone and tuba case and shit. Like, and my sister's in high school, and they like, that's your little brother right there. I'm like, damn. That's crazy. I couldn't do that for high school. I'm like, bro.
Kids are ruthless, bro. Like, I remember wearing, like, skinny jeans to a football
Oh,
game.
my God.
Like a YMCMB hoodie and some, like, little...
It was your heart on the line.
It was
That's what
bad.
they hit him with.
I remember just it was just a group of kids just, like, from the distance, and I was, like, so far away. And they were still going. I was like, never doing skinny jeans again.
No, like, okay.
They hated it back then, but now everybody's wearing skinnies and shit. Like,
I know.
they want to be
just like this, like every other year.
they want to be hot topic.
They're like 70s flare shit or whatever they're doing.
Like, we've been alive so
Yeah.
long, we've seen Crocs come up and die down and now come back.
Fubu might make a comeback eventually.
Yeah.
I'm down for that. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
That would be hard. We
Always
just
think of
gotta
that
find the
Atlanta
good shit.
episode when he's got the thrifted Fubu.
Oh yeah, and they know they're like checking it.
The kid, then the other kid like kills himself or some shit, and then they're like,
Oh shit, I forgot that.
That's how it ends.
So let's get more personal.
Okay, bet.
Being a dad, how has that changed your life in any positive or negative way?
Only positives, man.
Only positive.
I feel like growing up, I always wanted to be a dad, and like was like, you know, you kind of play like house as a kid, and so like, I don't know, like didn't really ever think it would happen, and then like we found out she was pregnant fairly early in this year, and then still we're doing shows. You know, she both would get bigger, and now that he's here, I'm just like, all right, like we're gonna get.
I did see the belly on belly bump photo.
Oh yeah, beer guts and belly bumps, bro.
Y'all could recreate that for the thumbnail if y'all want.
That'd be hard. Be like, which one of WhyDoms is pregnant?
Nah, my stretch marks have me.
But no, man,
my life.
I love that little guy. And he's met him. We've been getting, back
sure,
back into like our normal lives. And my girl goes back to work this week, so it's gonna be a challenge for sure. But it's great. I mean, no amount of words, stories, or shared experiences really can match up to like when it happens.
True, because I had my kid. He's going on 3 years old in February, and it was kind of like it was drastically changing my life in a way. It was positive, but it was like very hindering because you don't know, like, am I gonna be able to record music for real? Like, how am I gonna manage time and scheduling? Like,
that has to be the biggest thing. It's time management.
Yeah. For sure. So how have you, like? I know it's pretty early on, and pretty much the baby just came, so it's like, how do you see things? So how do you see things like schedule-wise? How do you see yourself being able to pull it off?
I look at it as my girl works in the mornings and I work like nights. Try to be off on the weekends and spend time together. But then like with shows, like the earliest show we've ever done was maybe like Doors at 5. And so we're pretty like family tight. So like I've got my mom, she's got her mom. They normally watch them, and like the most we've ever been gone was maybe 4 hours, 3.5. And then as soon as the last song was over, grab your things. All right, thank you for having us. Rush home. You know what I mean?
And then people understand that too.
Oh yeah,
like,
especially like people with kids too. Like they know how like hectic it is, and it's still like you said, like very early. But I'm just ready for when dude can walk, fend for himself. I'm like, all right, here's your headphones, here's your juice, here's your iPad. You come to daddy's show.
It's just now.
We at Magbar, give him a wristband. You know.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. You got kids?
No.
No
It's
kids.
surprising how many
You
more
want
kids.
kids?
No.
You
I'm
don't?
good. No,
I
not
feel
at
like
all.
you go
Now,
back.
I'm just too selfish. Like right now, I just got so much shit that I'm trying to figure out for my own mental health,
that'll
my own
fade,
self.
bro.
I know it will fade, but like I like not even get deep, but like I go through mood swings where there's like weeks where I like don't want to do the rap shit, I don't like myself, I don't like all this other shit, and then there's weeks where I'm like, I'm happy, I'm ready, and I don't want my kid to be like, which version of my dad am I gonna get? Like I want to be.
Well, that's
solid.
something you grew up with too.
For sure, yeah.
Like a lot of people, I'm sure, but.
It's like you're still unpacking.
Yeah, like I'm still trying to work through some shit, and then once I'm through that, But luckily, my girl's not pressuring her. Like she's not like, you kid now. Like, she's ready to get out of the way.
We've been trying to put it in her ear.
No baby fever yet. I mean, he's gonna be the cause of it. He's gonna be seeing these
Can you watch her
photos.
real quick? I gotta do a podcast with her out real quick. I'll slide.
Yeah, she's just like,
Oh my god! It was
Look at his little folds. And
Now she gets awkward around kids. It's kind of funny. Like she babysitted like an 8-year-old one time, and she was just like didn't know how to talk to.
Oh,
She's like, so what do you do? And I was like, oh, this is rough. I gotta go.
you wanna play it? So that you gotta. I feel like I asked.
So what was the like the first song y'all did together, and how did y'all even come about doing that?
Was it Minnesota remix?
Maybe I don't know, man. I blocked out that section of my life. It was bad. It was trash.
We'll put it up on SoundCloud for like a day.
No,
we will. I'll do it. You can take it down. But
No.
no, there's a Lil Yachty Minnesota remix, and I was.
We're gonna have that link below.
Yeah, link in the description. Check out our Patreon. But no, I was in Italy for like a graduation present. I was out there for 2 weeks, and we were just. I don't even know how it happened. It was like.
When you get back, we're gonna make this.
We'll write some bars, and he sent me something that he wrote, and I was like literally writing on a notebook, and this is hard, bro. Like.
No, it was
So I'm pretty sure. Oh, it's.
It was garbage.
It was garbage.
It probably was.
Sure.
I mean,
There's even some stuff.
It was our first attempt.
Oh yeah.
My first freestyle was over Rack City by Tyga.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Rack City, bitch.
Right.
No, I bet there's some like
We
some
totally
good shit.
forgot kind of your lead into rap. You were doing diss songs.
I was doing diss songs. Some
It was
people like
dissing like the history teacher.
Yeah.
You diss Daniel Fuentes. Shout out
we got
Fuentes.
names. I mean,
He knows.
Sal here, Ali Patterson. You know,
Yeah.
some people.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like
They
literally
were fun
had
disses
him in-
though. It wasn't like I was like, man, that's why your mom did.
You wasn't old block dissing.
Yeah, no.
You standing on your dad's
Slash
grave.
That's
I was like,
crazy.
fuck you, Miss Grant. You suck.
He's like, why are you giving out stupid tests and not even teaching us the bar form?
So y'all got a couple people in our next show, or one of your next shows. It seems like y'all got a lot of shit going on.
That's all him.
Yeah, true.
Nah,
I
he
just
pushed
seen
that.
player 1, player 2, that whole little rollout.
Super Smash
Trey
Bros.
Shino,
Mhm.
Lil Cupid XOXO.
Yeah.
Like, speaking on the artist selection for that show, like, how did y'all curate that together?
Again, that's like.
I wanted to do something, so we did the Take a Trip show, and originally, like, the lineup was us, Alan Weiss, Zion, and somebody else, I can't, their name is escaping me, but, like, almost everybody, like, was like, yes, we're down, and then had to, like, unfortunately drop out.
Mhm.
So then I was like, I'm about to just put the homies on. So, like, we had been doing shows with Hoosier, Jet Baby
Yeah,
Dog.
shout out Hoosier.
Then I found out his girl sang and make music, and so I was like, oh, that'd be a perfect like little break from the rapping for that evening. So it was more of like I want to put on people that have supported us, and so with the Rap Bros show, I was like, Camp Social is a vibe. We've only done it once, but it's like you can smoke weed in there, and so
Yeah,
I was
it's
like,
super chill.
I was like, that'll be a cool like.
Allegedly, you can smoke.
Allegedly. But I just wanted to get people that I think, I don't know, compliment us, that like are homies. So Trishino's dropped. Everybody on the lineup has just dropped too. So that's the cool thing is like,
Yeah,
They're making
shout out
good
Jet
music.
Baby them too. They
Yeah.
was just on the pod not too long
yeah,
ago.
they
I
are
fuck with
very
both of their music
talented.
heavily. Once I seen that lineup, I was like, damn, this is gonna be a little bit
Yeah.
hard right here.
Yeah,
Like,
that's gonna be crazy.
So we'll
we
definitely
need to
have,
get a slot next time.
no, for sure. Cause like going into next year, I was like, I want to make sure everybody that's involved on the lineup is paid, because that's so validating to like all that hard work, and then you get. I mean, you could even be $30 in a Starbucks gift card. You're like, oh, cool. Well, like I got to do this because this is something that I love, that I want to do, get the exposure and network and meet people. But like making sure everybody gets paid, down to the photographers, the DJs, like it's just as important as the artists for us. So I looked at the Super Rap Bros show as like, this is the show to end the year. I think it'll be like our 19th show since February or something. So I was like, all the homies, people we look up to, we gotta get them. And luckily everybody said yes. So hope
Yeah,
to see y'all there December 10th.
For sure.
December 10th, make sure y'all there at Camp Social.
Pull up, not 10th, my bad. 16th.
I was gonna
Headliners
say,
is the
that
10th.
didn't feel like, didn't feel right.
December 10th, headliners. December 14th, Mag Bar. December 16th, Camp Social Club.
And the way I see it,
November 11th, or no, 25th. No, I'm sorry.
It's basically the mini tour.
Yeah.
Let's just say the mini tour.
well, mini tour. That's dope to say. It's
I'd
dope.
love to get, I mean, hopefully next year we can get to where we're doing, I want to do venues we haven't done, like Z Bar. I feel like it's a
That was fun.
staple in my youth. Like, that was the first bar I went to when I turned 21. Seen a couple of bands there. I'd love to do, like, we're doing headliners. That's crazy. Ballroom would be dope.
Yeah, I want Mercury.
Want to work up to
Mercury
that
would be
level,
sick.
because like
Yeah,
it's all,
Mercury in the Palace next.
it's dope
Yeah,
to
that's
play
the
the
goals
shits,
right
but
there.
like I want to play that shits, and you're like, I don't even know how many people are in here. It's so fat. Like
Yeah.
I wanted to, you know, and it's
Shit,
cool.
We've done I've done the Mags, the Kaiju, C-Bar, fucking pretty much everywhere.
for the picture,
Openings.
For the picture, do Versace, Miss Color Mona Lisa.
What you was like the best feeling for you? Like,
Probably Kaiju Take a Trip, because it was like our first show. That like I was just a part of it. He kind of planned everything. I
You
got
kept
there,
looking
helped
at each
decorate
other,
everything.
looking around like, oh shit, we did this.
Yeah,
like
it
it
was
just
dope.
felt like we were a part of another like person's show or lineup.
Yeah,
Like,
because we'll do any
after
of those
the
shows,
rapper
for sure.
or whatever artist was done performing, it's like, oh shit, gotta get up on stage and introduce and keep the hype up. And so that was the first time really working it from a different angle outside of just an artist.
And plus, just like it felt like everybody knew our words to our song. Like
Yes.
yes. on 20, like it was just like it was
Made
the
us
most
do
kind of
that
people I
song.
feel like
We
I've
weren't gonna
seen.
do that song
Yeah,
either.
we were all doing low key cuts, just like our rap, just like
Because
backpack
we
rap
wanted
type
to show
shit.
like we can really rap.
Yeah, we can like
We
bar
don't
it
just
up.
be getting on stage jumping and sweating.
Yeah.
like,
we can rap.
we can
I've
rap.
heard some.
Warm
I
up.
heard lyrical shit on a couple of y'all little projects, but it was like I ain't gonna say a little bit.
No,
There
I
was
mean,
a couple of the projects I
Yeah.
seen some lyrics on there, and then I seen some hype shit where I was like, they could go and really like any type of show.
Yeah, that's been at least my goal. So
Yeah.
just to like try to be as
like I want to
open
try to
as
get us
possible.
on like some rock band lineups, you know, like a little Belushi Speedball show. We can
Yeah, I
go,
love
Daddy,
going to their shows.
dude.
they're so lit, dude.
And we're
Because the
trying to
indie
like,
scene here, like rock scene, is so crazy.
yeah.
I
So
kind of
dope,
want
huh?
to bring in like a collaboration. Like,
that's what I've been kind of pitching to the different people on Louis Evolve is like, let's kind of look at the band scene a little bit because they show up.
They got
They got
fans,
Bug Invitational, right?
Yeah.
That was because I had like Gift Watermelon and Pickle and Rosario's little side project.
Shout out Rosario, man.
Yeah.
Since we was smoking back in WKU days.
Yeah. You might be on a little WhyDoms lineup
music,
for
man.
2024.
Yeah, or something.
It looked like a real, because for one, I've never seen the second day, because the first night was at Spinelli's, correct? The outdoor show they both looked really dope, but like I've never seen, besides Louis Evolve, like the Mammoth, like I've never seen some shit like that. Just looked like popped up and turned into a venue type shit. So
Next
I
year's
give y'all
gonna
all
be bigger, man.
Yeah, give y'all a lot of
Make
props
sure
and credit for that.
No,
I'll
for
try
sure.
to be a student of the game in a sense. See what everybody else is doing.
Yeah.
And what works best, what doesn't work, and
Well, it's
At the
dope.
end of
It's
the
just
day-
dope to see the scene, dude.
yeah,
It's
to
just
be
so
a part
cool to
of
see
it.
it become bigger and bigger.
Like we
all
lived
the
in
time.
Colorado for a year, thinking like, all right, we're gonna go out there, try to make some music and like meet some people. We had no idea all this shit was going on in Louisville the whole time. Like,
Yeah,
since
we came back and we
2016.
were like, oh shit, what?
Like,
That's why like getting the word out and messaging and creating content and different things is like important. Because I keep telling people, yeah, people might know your music in Louisville, but it has to reach outside.
It
of Louisville
has
for
to,
it to
you
go.
know. Yeah, if you want to do something with it, you know, you got
I mean,
The battery low. Alright.
you've got that
Shout
draw.
out
Like
production.
Louisville's got that draw to where people are moving here to pursue music. People are coming here to see shows. So like, just the fact that it's taking place like where we've always grown up is so like historic. I don't know.
And there's still like a lot of work to do too, and that's
Oh,
like
yeah.
on us to help pave.
You've
this
got
new
Louis
thing.
Evolve, you've got the festival Pac G just put on, you've got Ramen Fest and Trap Fest and all these shows
No comply.
No Comply.
That shit look
Crazy.
We just play my two parents. She be having them decals. Get you on a flight. Yeah, get you on a flight. Fuck you all night. Then I need weed. Then I'm alright.
Oh my goodness. As I lay me down to sleep,
Hey, hey.
man, I pray I wake up with some weed. I pray to God, get the bag,
Roll it up, then repeat. Hey, yeah.
We too fly, we too high, we too geek. I'm about to pop my shit. Why you act like that? Why you talk like this? Can't flaunt what you don't have. Kind of body need a toe tag. Stay too close with your broke ass. Get through spitting with a black fist. Hat trick, niggas doing magic. PIP whore, that's the ad lib. Dixie representing where the fam is. Came from the gutter like a bandit. I don't give a fuck about a widespread panic. Mask on, nigga, better blast off, sawed off, two trunk, shot into your backbone. Background noise, that's your mixtape. Don't play my shit, bitch, you been fake. Took a little trip to get my mind straight. About to smoke out just to ease pain. Man, as I lay me down to sleep, hey, yeah. I pray I wake up with some weed, Get the bag, roll it up,
Then repeat.
then repeat. It's like rinse.
Bro, my skin just red.
We're back.
And we're back.
Everybody
with
make
the
some noise.
Podcast.
As you just seen before I walked in here, you might not even see me walk in here the way I edit this shit. But we just had a hell of a performance right here. I'm just gonna morph back into a type shit. But that was a hell of a little funny little outtakes going. But hey, I fucked with it type shit
I
too.
appreciate it.
So man, before we get out of here, I want y'all to have moments where you can say something you want to say. Say what you need to say.
Say what you want to feel. Is that how the next song?
I don't
I don't know. I was just
think
going
that
off
was
your
two
energy,
different
bro.
songs.
Oh, my bad. I was singing some Jordan Sparks. Y'all remember her?
Yeah, tattoo. That's all I just sing that song. That's all I gotta say.
What happened to Jordan Sparks? That's what I want to know.
The
I don't wanna
industry
plug
needs
nothing.
to tell us what
Yeah, where is
I want to
Jordan
know what
Sparks?
happened to Jordan Sparks and how come every washed up artist ends up becoming a voice judge. Y'all notice that? American
That's
Idol's
true.
whole thing?
Okay.
He's sending shots.
No, I'm
right
kidding.
now.
You said it's shot. John
no.
Legend?
I love what's
John Legend
the
was
country
great
dude's
to
name?
see.
Blake Shelton.
Yeah, but
I love Blake Shelton.
you love some Blake Shelton on a
I
Friday
gave
night.
him a 30-second outro and he's using
I know, I'm
it
sorry.
to shit on the voice.
No, I'm kidding. Scratch all of that. Come check us out.
Nothing about music. He's like, yeah, man, fuck Blake Shelton.
Yeah, fuck Lady
We
Gaga.
got a new
Everybody
WhyDoms
Lady
single
Gaga,
coming out. You want to tell them who's on it?
Oh yeah, we got a single coming out. It's called Different Wave with Ty. He bodies that shit. It's insane.
Ty exclamation.
Yeah, Ty exclamation. Don't forget the exclamation. Please come out to our shows. You guys need to come out.
When are the shows?
My mental health is taking on it. It's
Please come to our
that's how you do it.
Where can you find us? Our last shows of the year.
Our last shows. Oh, this is a test for me. You got December 10th. You got headliners. All right, no, you got 11/25. Mom's Music, right?
Yep.
Then you got 12/10 headliners. Then you got 12/16 Camp Social. Then you got Mag Bar. Don't remember the date.
12/14.
12/14. We got so many shows, bro. I can't.
All right, we need to put this shit in the description.
No, let's keep going.
All right, what other show we got?
That's shit. We gotta get some shit with you now too. Now
Yeah,
we're officially
man.
Because a lot of dudes, like I've been following niggas for years, so like it's nice to finally put the face to the bio. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. I got to work with my man, back production back there, Mandel Harrison.
Shout out
Fire
Mandel.
on the beats. Been holding it down for the pod.
Hell yeah.
We all got to do some shit. And he's
Absolutely.
not too far from here either. So
Yeah.
we need to
Oh, for sure. I'll be very down for that.
I wouldn't be surprised if you had a little, you know what I'm saying, album coming out with all the guests on it. That's a nice little.
That's a plan I'm not going to talk about.
Okay. I didn't know.
Niggas keep talking. But this is the Lone Wolf Podcast, episode number 8. I think it's number 8. God damn, bro.
If not, you
it's
just
only
like
been
that
8 and I'm
time.
getting lost.
Hey, that's how you know they're good though. There's a
That's
lot
true.
to
Get lost in
unpack.
the conversation, bro. That's
That's
how you know.
true. I'm sitting here with WhyDoms. We're here with Why Mark, J
Son
Doms.
off.
You know, make sure you keep your body oiled and lotioned
Oiled,
up.
moisturized.
Hygiene is, you know, detrimental.
Wash your ass.
Wash your
Wash your
ass.
ass.
Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving as well, even though this may not drop beforehand. Who knows?
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Kwanzaa. All of it.
All of it.
Light the candles.
All of that. Pray for the world.
Drink water.
Drink water, alkaline, some shit. We out here.
Yes.